And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live, which is now Playoff Sports Talk Live. First game in the books, Glenn.
What did I just see?
Yeah, how about that, man? Detroit Tigers take the first game, beat the Cleveland Guardians 2-1. Pitching duel, man. I tell you what, there were some chances for both teams, but hey, it still wound up being a tight game. Tariq Skubal came out and just absolutely, as Beto, I see you, Beto, put on a clinic today. 14 strikeouts to finish the day. The guy was freaking amazing. Cleveland had a chance in the ninth inning. I told you in the green room, Glenn, are we sure this isn't the San Francisco Guardians? Because, man, they couldn't come through in the clutch. You got a guy at third base, right, with no outs. And you have a base running faux pas and the chances of the Guardians.
Is that Grant McRae? Is that you, Grant?
That was a tough one. Hey, look, Detroit had opportunities in the third inning. They had 2 on with no outs, and Cleveland was able to get there. Gavin Williams threw a good game, right? He threw a good game, but Tariq Skubal, man, that guy was something.
I told you after the first 2 pitches of the game, I went, oh my God, if I'm a betting man, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Then all of a sudden, boom, they score a run. But I thought this was going to be a pitcher's duel. But give credit, as mentioned, Skubal had lost 2 in a row in the month of September against this very same team. Almost identical lineup. He rebounded. This was a dandy. And what a way to start the 2025 postseason, Eric.
Oh, I know, man. This is what playoff baseball is all about, man. This is playoff baseball. Darren, hey, what's up? And that's the thing. You got the regular season, but this is the playoffs. This is different. Guys, I got the Chicago Cubs and San Diego Padre game up going. So as we talk about the game that just concluded, you could take a look at what's going on over in the Windy City. But I tell you, Skubal just came in and did his thing. I think there was 1 extra base hit in the entire game. I think Riley Green hit a double, and that was it. As far as extra base hits, look, hey, bottom of the ninth, you had J-Ram hit into a freaking ground. Looked like it was going to be an easy freaking put out at first base. Baez throws the ball, and it winds up going out into freaking right field somewhere, and he's sitting at third base. And it looked like the Guardians were doing something there at the bottom of the ninth to at least tie it up. But hey, tip the caps to the pitchers today. They went out there and they took care of business. It was a low scoring affair. And again, it's a great way to start off the 2025 playoff race.
You know, not every game is going to play out like this, but the majority of postseason games, Eric, bet the under. This was what was to be expected with this pitching matchup. And just a prime example of why you cannot piss away runs. You cannot make mistakes. You got to play clean baseball, something Cleveland didn't do today. Now, with this lineup, Eric, they got BB on the hill tomorrow, 12-11. Detroit has not announced their starter for game 2. Do you think with this lineup, and again, it's a tough call for you. I'm putting you on the spot because we don't know who's starting for Detroit, but do you think Cleveland can rebound? At least they're
sure. They could. I mean, you got to win 2. Winning 2 in a row is not an impossibility, but it all depends on how they come out tomorrow. Look, tomorrow it's a must win. Look, right now, Detroit is in the driver's seat. It's not a must win. Now Cleveland is in 2 must-win games. And let's see what they could do. Who was it that was going for Cleveland tomorrow, you said?
For Cleveland tomorrow? Oh, I just mentioned that. Let me bring that back up. Tomorrow you have got BB at 12-11.
BB, okay. He's been fairly decent. So it's going to be interesting. Are they going to do well, that's what they did last year. Remember the Detroit Tigers? They had bullpen games all over the place because they had no starting pitcher after Tariq Skubal. So
hey, you're up 1-0. Do you want to save if they've got one other big arm that they want to use? Do you want to save them for game 3? Good strategy, Eric.
You got to be careful with that. You just got to win them. You got to win them, man. You just got to go out there and you got to throw out your best.
I don't know if they're going to go with a bullpen game. Then they're, if you've only got one starting pitcher, that's bad. That's bad.
To be honest with you, I am not up on the Detroit Tiger rotation on who their number 2 could possibly be. But hey, look, that's what you got to do. You got to come out there and win that first game, and it's great. And look, you're in hostile territory, so to speak.
Yeah.
And these two teams, they had a great battle in the 2024 divisional series. So
I saw empty seats today, Eric.
I didn't even pay attention to the
the commentators on the national broadcast were even mentioning that early in the game. They were like, well, maybe it's going to be a late filing in crowd. But anyway, the first game in the books, Eric, we get a dandy out of the way. Final score there, 2-1. That is playoff baseball at its finest. Xander Bogaerts and RBI early. Padres, they take the early lead at Wrigley.
Yep, they do, and we're already in the bottom of the third. Let's see if the Chicago it ain't going to stay 1-0. I don't think it would. But Nick Pavetta's out there doing what he does, which is striking out people. We'll see. We'll see how this pans out. It's a beautiful day in Chicago. I already have it on the TV. I'll go back and start watching, and we will be back here right after the last out of this game, and then the Red Sox and the Yankees will be on their way by the time we probably go live at the postgame. We'll see how that all works out. We
saw similarities in game number 1. I'm seeing similarities in game number 1 of this series between the Padres and the Cubs, Eric. We are still in the third inning. And look at that line score. 5 Chicago Ks. Pitching. Eric, pitching and defense postseason, you got to have it.
How many times have I said that throughout the season? Pitching and defense will take you a long way, man. I tell you, that's what it would do.
There you go. We've reached the bottom of the third. We got 3 in the books, Eric. 1-0. The Padres have the lead. I said to you in our pre-show earlier today, I thought if San Diego can get the lead, I think they are going to utilize their bullpen. This is a team that got to utilize the bullpen.
Would you say they probably had the best bullpen out of all the teams that are in the postseason? Maybe, right? They're up there.
I'm looking at today's lineups, the 4 games, Eric. I would say at least today they've got the best bullpen going.
You know what? Nick Pivetta is going to go. He should be able to look. He had a good year. He had a really good year this year. So I don't think I don't think they have to worry about him just going 5 and then having to go to a bullpen. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 6 or 7. I didn't even see where. Hold on, let's take a look. How many pitches is he already at?
Hey, Fosse.
Pivetta. Come on, where's it at? Pavetta's already at 41 pitches. Yeah, he might be able to go. He might be able to go up to 7. We'll see.
You know what, Eric? I like this. You see, let me bring it up. Darren is in the chat here.
What's up?
I'm not sure I like 4 games in one day today. I think MLB would be better served having 2 series start today, 2 tomorrow. But you have got 8 series, Eric. And they're playing 1, 2, 3. They're playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, man. It's like any other series during the season, and I like that. Keeps consistency, and you got to move it along, Eric. You can't be running 2 today, 2 tomorrow. I like just playing it out. Get it out of the way, and this is a great way to start it. I mean, and it puts some pressure on you. You got a game tomorrow. You got to rebound right away. There's no room for any error tomorrow for Cleveland.
I kind of hear what he's saying. If you have 2 and 2, hey, either way works. But it's fantastic because hey, I love watching baseball. So this is a fun day to watch, and it's playoff baseball. Look, there's nothing better than playoff baseball. I love it. It's no longer doing the marathon of a 162. Now you're in the stretch here, right? What is it? What is the number? You got to win 11 and you're done. You win 11 games and you're done. So Let's see what happens. Hey, Crisis, our resident Padre fan, says, by the way, Eric, Padres bullpen ranks the best in the league by almost a half a ERA. Well, there you go. Talking about the bullpen. And that's going to be key. You got a bullpen and you could go far as long as you're in the lead.
Here on the preview show on Sports Talk Live, the postseason edition, we talked about Boston, the Yankees, Eric, another good pitching matchup. Garrett Crochet, Max Fried. That one could be, man, both teams have offense, but again, I mean, you got to get your pitching. If that one could be, again, the over-under 6.5, I think it could be an under. And the late game Cincinnati with Hunter Green. Boy,
that's going to be a
Green
good one.
Up against Blake Snell. These games, man, they are, they're spicy today.
Yeah, they're going to be.
Spicy matchups, good matchups to get day number 1 of the postseason underway. I'm pretty excited. I'm fired up, Eric. I got the blood's flowing this afternoon. A little tired this morning getting the show underway, but man, I'm loving the baseball.
Yeah, it's a playoff. I wish our beloved Giants were in there, but what are you going to do?
Well, I got to, you know what? I felt like I was watching the Giants at times in game number 1, so at least we got that out of the way.
You are correct, Michael. Pitching won the San Francisco Giants 3 titles with a subpar lineup. That is a fact.
That's true.
Michael, that is a fact.
And I know we're not talking playoff baseball. I mean, I don't want to go back and reflect on that on a day like today, Eric, but big difference between those teams and the 2025 Giants. Those players on our roster, they could put the bat on the ball. It was a whole different philosophy of Giants baseball, Eric.
It is. And look, they had the timely hitting, the clutch hitting, so to speak, right? And that's a little bit different than what the 2025 Giants were. They had
Eric, did those particular years under that regime, what a magical regime it was, did they not go out at the deadline and make meaningful moves? Again, something we haven't seen lately from this Giants ball club.
Oh, D shot. Hold on. Crisis. Eric, the wind is projected to be blowing in at Wrigley the whole series. Well, there you go. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Merrill lays down a bunt, a sacrifice bunt. Get a guy in scoring position. Playing some small ball. San Diego playing small, but there's nothing wrong with that. You advance the runner, and look, maybe you get another run across.
Yep.
Because as Crisis just said, with the wind blowing in, runs will be at a premium.
Hey, I'm cheering on my Giants, and at least in my heart today. That's something Lou Marston brought up in the show early last night, Eric. We had Lou on as a special guest. Did he not say he wants to see the San Francisco Giants playing National League small ball again? These playoff teams are doing things the Giants couldn't. And you know what, Eric? That's why the Giants are watching.
Yeah,
playoff sports talk.
Yeah, from their living rooms.
Yeah. All right.
Ramirez got screwed him out of $100 with that fantastic base running. I'm sorry to hear about it.
Rough start.
Aaron giving some numbers, -6 run differential, 3 hitters in a lineup under 200. Hey, like I said, the San Francisco Guardians.
It could be, Eric.
And real the last one before we get out of here. Cody Ross and Marco Scudero were right hot. That's a fact. That's a fact. You got, and again, we've said that from the beginning. It's all about who can get hot in this short playoff series and see if it can carry the team. All right.
So they're playing small ball. There you see there's a runner on second base, and you know what? A bunt to move him over from a guy who could swing the bat too, Eric. So that really is small ball.
And Merrill, his last at bat, he had a nice little dunker in the right field and got a double out of it. So, hey, it's okay. Sometimes you got to do that. That's the small things. You execute the small things more times than not, it's going to pay off. But
hey, by the way, Eric, just looking over some stats last night, and we're kind of wrapping up my Giants season and looking over these games, and it came to my mind and on my sheets, Merrill was available. The Giants they passed him up in the draft, Eric.
You don't know, right? When you do a draft, it's a crapshoot. You don't know. You got a certain understanding of where they may trend, but no one knows. Who did the Giants pick over Merrill? I see. I don't know. I don't know what draft it was. Bryce, wasn't it?
No.
What was before that? Because I know that Jackson Merrill, he came up really quick. He wasn't in the minors for very long. He came right up.
I'll give you the details coming up after our second show.
That sounds good. Yeah, we'll talk about it after. Yeah, we're going to do the postgame. As you can see, Xander Bogaerts singled. So you got now Manny Machado at first, Xander Bogaerts at first. And let's see what the Padres do. We will be back for our second postgame after this game.
Why don't we just hang on for a second? You want
to finish up?
I don't feel like if I run down to the other room and catch the big screen, I might miss something here. So let's see what happens. We got at least the Cubs are set up for a double play ball here.
They are. O'Hearn is up to bat. Let's see what he does. He's got 2 strikes. His count is 0-2 with 1 out.
This is Matt Boyd's debut as a postseason pitcher, Eric.
It is.
A pressure on him and the Cubs.
Hey, this is a lefty on lefty matchup here. It should benefit Matt Boyd, but let's see what happens. How many pitches is he at? He's at 50 pitches already, right? 50 pitches, and it's only the fourth. That's not so bad. That's not so bad.
Not so bad, but that's another key thing. You got to take pitches, Eric.
Well, yeah, you do.
You gotta, like that Cleveland game starting off, 2 outs on 2 pitches. I'm like, geez, he's going to be fresh by the 8th inning.
Yeah, I know, right? They got a little bit of maybe, and again, maybe they're just afraid of Skubal. Like I would be. I'd be afraid of Skubal too, man. If you want to try to ambush him, so to speak, and try to get something going, get him in the stretch right away, so he doesn't get comfortable. I could understand that, but hey, but Gavin Williams, he was going toe to toe with Skubal, so he did pretty good.
Ryan O'Hearn batting .275 against lefties.
That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. All right, there we go. We had to pick off a tip at first base. Didn't work. Oh, what is this? In play outs. Uh-oh. It doesn't say run scored. It might have been. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, no. He popped out. He was a pop out. Okay, that's good.
So we got runners at first and third.
Still first and third with 2 outs. Now you have to get a hit to score that run.
Yeah.
Dan sacrifice.
Swanson with the put out.
Cannot sacrifice. Got to get that hit. Who was up the bat? Gavin Sheets. He had a pretty decent year.
Of all the series, Eric, I think this is the one that would be the closest. I think I mentioned that earlier today. This one could go either way, and I think Lou called San Diego as a bit of an upset winner in this series.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Yep. Hey, they might. Let's see what happens.
It's early. It's early, Eric.
It is.
1-0. This is playoff baseball with the big difference is.
Oh, that was quick.
Wow.
Flight out to center field. Oh, he took it deep. No, he didn't. It was to the edge of the warning track. All right, there you go.
Big difference early in this game is the Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are striking out, Eric. 5 Ks through 4 innings.
Yeah, I know.
Or 3 technically, so they're coming to bat. So in the first 3 innings, they struck out 5. That is again more like San Francisco Giant baseball, Eric.
There you go. And I tell you what, yeah, it's 13, right, David, with the wild card round. Yeah. Did you see Michael Conforto will not be on the wild card series for the Dodgers? They left him off.
Really?
Good old Michael Conforto.
Now, who did that free up?
I'm not sure. I have to go look at it, but yeah. He is not on the Dodgers roster.
Well, I'll tell you something
else. For this series.
He can't be happy.
Yeah, well, when you only bat like 200, well.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's get the heck out of here. Again, Padres couldn't do nothing there with the runners on the corners with 1 out. And, 1-0, still a close game.
And earlier today, 2-1. 2-1. Detroit is up 1-0 in the series, a 1-run victory. But again, not only it was a tale of two teams here. Detroit got the pitching, deserved the win. Yeah. Cleveland kind of pissed it away, Eric.
Yeah, they had the chance at they had a chance at the bottom of the 9th, man. They had it. They couldn't come through.
I'm going to watch some ball, Eric, but I will catch you at the end of this game. We'll do it all over again. Our third show of what are we going to do? 5 today? It's going to be a long day.
5. We had the preview. Now this is our first post game. Second post game coming up after Padres Cubs game 1.
Come on in, join us, guys. See you then.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.